Well, hello. Welcome. I see that you're here. You'd like to join my cult, would you? I imagine your first question will be, well, what is your cult about? And my answer would be to you, I don't know yet. Let me roll on this table and I'll tell you. Hey, welcome in Dice Rolls. Paul here, and I'll be your DM for a while. And today I'm going to be talking about my brand new issue of my zine, Crit Happens, which is all about the cults of Kriesh. It is my 9th Crit Happens zine and my 6th in a series called A Hexcrawl of Horror about my system-agnostic setting Kriesh. So the background on this is simple. The Silent Weaver, formerly known as the Weave, once the co-architect of Kriesh, grew tired of the noise of her creation and decided to create something else. Rebellion. Now, most of Kriesh's pantheon were beyond temptation, save Corundum, Master of Secrets, now known as Lord Corundum. But the demigods and messengers who serve the gods of Kriesh are another story. Tempted, rebelled, imprisoned, and now free, thanks to the witches of the Blackened Earth, they are gathering their own followings. Both the Silent Weave and Corundum's religious orders are now fractured, but some have kept the faith, while others have departed the old ways for this newfound freedom. These new religions have been labeled as cults among most Krieshians and are deemed dangerous. The big question is, what do the Silent Weaver, Lord Corundum, and these demigods want? Well, you're going to have to read the zine for that, because today we're going to be creating a cult that you can use in my little setting or use in your own. So let us begin. Okay, so let's go ahead and start creating this new cult that you're going to join. I'm excited about your membership. If you're brand new here to the channel and you enjoy eclectic type videos like world building, zine reviews, and DM tips that have kind of an OSR, old school type flavor, well then consider subscribing to the channel. So let's go ahead and start with, how big is this cult that you're going to join? Well, it'll be, let's count, be 4d6, 12, 13. Okay, so there's 13 plus you makes 14, so we'll make it 14. 14 people in this brand new cult. You're getting in on the ground floor. That's exciting, isn't it? Now, let's talk about the origins of this cult. What kind of origins is this cult going to have? Well, let's go ahead and see. We're going to roll here a d12. Let's see, d12. What do we have? A 9. What are we going to do? 9 is the founding is going to be, an undead lord. The cult serves a powerful undead being, such as a lich or vampire lord seeking to expand its dominion. Now, this cult could choose to serve Marrow, which is the deathless general, lord of the corrupt dead. That's right, I said that. It's a pun, corrupt dead. Or this cult can serve some vampire that's maybe hanging out in your setting. All right, so we have 14 members, and we're going to be serving some sort of dead deity here, or dead demigod, or undead demigod. Let's move on to see what is next. What are our motivations? Let's talk about our motivations. Well, our motivations are going to be decided by a d10. So let's go ahead and roll a d10. 7. Ascension. Believes that they can achieve a higher state of being, becoming godlike. Well, we're going to if we're going to choose the undead, maybe we're going to choose to be the highest form of undead that we can be. Maybe we're shooting for lichdom. So let's go ahead and write that down. We're shooting for lichdom, or if there's something beyond that in your game, you could shoot for that. But we are looking to ascend the ranks. That's what you're going to do. You're going to ascend to the top level in this cult if you have the right stuff. And I think you do. So we'll just write down ascension, and we're going to go from there. All right, so let's go. That is our motivation. That is your motivation. That's why you want to join. You want to be the greatest of undead. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the leadership style. Let's see. We're going to roll another d10. What kind of leader is going to join this? It's going to be a 2. All right. Oh, a ruthless warlord. Ruthless. Oh, no. Ruthless warlord. Now listen, I am not a ruthless warlord, so I can't be the head of this cult. You might be a ruthless warlord, or you may ascend to becoming a ruthless warlord, if you so choose. Or you can just keep taking orders, whatever you choose to do. But that's what you're going to be. We're going to have a ruthless warlord, somebody who is undead and doesn't care about your feelings. All right, so that is the leadership style. Let's move on then to rituals. What do we do? What do we do here at the cult? How do we go about our business? So let's go ahead and roll another d10. A 10. A ritual cleansing. Burning herbs to purify oneself. Well, you can burn herbs, or you can burn other things, by the way. right? You can burn structures. You can burn, people at the stake. Whatever you think the undead would burn in order to gain new life, that's the things you're going to burn, so that you'll be good enough to ascend the ranks and to become the most undead you can possibly be. But once again, this is your setting. You can make it whatever you want. You can roll dice, you can simply choose something off the list, or it's just there to inspire you, just like it inspires me, just like it's inspiring this cult. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be what is written on the page. It's just there to prompt you to go, oh, burning herbs? That doesn't sound right. You're right. I say burning corpses or burning down funeral homes because they're an abomination. Nobody wants to go to the funeral home. Everybody wants to live forever. Whatever you decide, it's good enough. Good enough. Okay, so what kind of symbolism does this death cult have? Well, let's go ahead and roll a d20 and see what we come up with. A 2. Oh, perfect. Bone runes. These are bone runes. Fantastic. And of course, when you join the cult, you get some pretty good swag, and the swag will have bone runes on them. Now, what do the bone runes say? What do you think they say? Well, you can decide whatever they say. It's your cult, so you can have it be your name tag. It could be a slogan, death to the living, whatever you want it to be. It's good enough, whatever you put on there. It's custom print. Just make sure you fill out your forms correctly, and be sure to put what size tunic you wear. Now, let's think about how well your cult is growing. Well, that depends how well you are spreading the message out there. Let's go ahead and roll a d4 just to see where you're at. It's a slow growth. It's a slow growth, okay? Understandably, death cults and serving the undead does have its downsides. First, you in fact could be undead if you choose to be, or you can remain living, but you're going to have to hang around the undead. So it's a bit of a slow growing cult, but I believe you can make a difference. All right, so let's go ahead and carry on. We are now going to go to Cult Location Hideout. Where do we meet? Where do we have these cult meetings? Well, let's go ahead and roll on the d20, and it will tell us. We are meeting at an old military base, or it could be a battleground, a military battleground. You meet out on the open fields of where great battles have happened, and you go out into the fields and you find where the warriors have been buried, and you can bring them back, and then they can join the cult. That would certainly take care of the slow growth we're having right now, but once again, we're not going to focus on that. We're growing, we're going to make it, and let's go ahead and see what the threat level is. And we're going to be rolling a d8. What is the threat level? How do people view this cult? Oh my, it is now cosmic horror. Cosmic horror levels. Well, listen, the cult is small, but it is mighty. The cult is attempting to awaken or summon entities of cosmic power, threatening the very existence of the universe. Once again, I say a cult has to have high goals. Don't you like cults with high goals? If you do, then you are joining the right cult. Now listen, our cult does have some weaknesses. Let's go ahead and roll on a d8 here and see, well, what's kind of going on inside the cult. I have to be honest with you. Before you join the cult, I just want to be transparent. We do have limited scope. We're powerful in one area, but weak in others. For example, we're good at magic, but we have very poor fighters. So just so you know, if you get into a battle with us, we're probably not very good, but our magic, we're going to be way in the back. We don't like to get up front. Oh, you're a fighter? Well, then maybe your time with us might be short, but that's okay. Because the thing about joining an undead cult is you're always welcome back. Now, I do have to tell you, there are some adventurers out there seeking to disband our lovely little cult, and we're going to roll up a little adventure hook here, and we're going to be rolling on a d10. So let's go and roll on a d10 and see what these little adventurers are going to be up to. It's going to be a number 3. Crops are failing, and local farmers blame a strange cult, that would be us, that has moved into the ancient standing stones nearby. Well, listen, the only reason that the cult is probably in the crops in the first place is because there's an old burial mound there. So don't blame us. We didn't put them there. We're just attracted to places that have dead bodies. So listen, if you join the cult, just know that there are going to be some adventurers out there who do not favor what we're doing. There will be some opposition, but I hear that is good for growth in cultish type situations. At least people are paying attention to us. Now listen, understandably, you're having second thoughts about joining the cult. I understand. So I have taken notes for you that you can review, and there's 2 ways you can get them. The first way you can get them is by purchasing Crit Happens number 9, The Cults of Kreash. And you'll not only get the notes we discussed today, but you're going to get a worksheet so you can go ahead and start forming your own cults if you want to. The second way you can get this information is by going over to my Substack, and I'll put a link down below as well as a link to where you can purchase the zine. But over on my Substack, I've written a brief article including the notes from today's interview. So please let me know down in the comments. Say, yes, Paul, I'm in. I want to be totally in to this Cult of the Dead. Please, yes, put that down there and say, sign me up. And listen, if you would like some more videos about how to create your own stuff, world building, all those kind of things, well, I'll put some videos right over here. And if you like today's video and you particularly like this cult, well, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up. That tells me you like the video and you want more of them. And you're secretly telling me, I want to be in the cult. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you being a part. Looking forward to hearing back from you. And we'll see you in the next video.